According to an environmentalist group in Germany called Bund, 650 chemicals are being used illegally in consumer products that may very well be poisoning the public. Now, this came about as a result of an investigation that they carried out in Europe. Chemical companies have been disregarding the law for years and getting away with it, selling substances that might cause hormonal cancers, brain disorders, and other severe health problems, said Bund's Chemical Policy Officer Manuel Fernandez. EU and national authorities need to raise their game in a big way. Now, European regulators are already aware of widespread abuse. 2/3 of the some odd 700 chemicals that they monitor are being used in ways that have not been proven to be safe or are known to be unsafe. Now, some of the companies involved in these violations have been listed by Bund. A total of 654 companies are failing to perform the required safety checks mandated by REACH, according to the report. Some of them are already widely known, such as Bayer, which is facing 1,100 lawsuits. Other large companies have been identified as well: L'Oreal, Michelin, food giant DSM, and medicine maker Merck. They manufacture products that people have come into contact with on a daily basis. Now, Bund managed to get this information by filing for a Freedom of Information request from the German government, but they conducted their own analysis in 2014. The organization believes that its findings may just be the tip of the iceberg, that in fact there's a great deal more going on here, and that this abuse is far more widespread than even their own report suggests. And should we really be surprised by this? If we have seen anything from chemical companies and the pharmaceutical industry, that they will do anything to make a profit. I mean, it's very clear that the profit motive is the bottom line here. This is straight up caused by capitalism. This is capitalism's fault, and there's absolutely no denying it at this point. Let me put it this way. Bayer once took AIDS-tainted blood, or blood that they had collected that turned out to be tainted with AIDS, sold it to Asia, Latin America, and I believe Europe as well, knowing that it was tainted with blood and was given to people who needed to receive blood. They knowingly infected all of these people with AIDS-tainted blood. I mean, there's not much more that can be evil than that. And this was even reported by the mainstream media. I do remember the report from CNBC many years ago. So there's no denying this, that capitalism is responsible for this. And yet in the end, liberals will simply tell you that, oh, it's just this one greedy businessman who did it. When it's strange how this keeps happening over and over and over again. I mean, this is even just placing it within the limitations of these particular abuses, not in the wider context of the destruction of the planet, etc. It's very real. It's something in front of our faces that a lot of the general population doesn't want to see. They don't want to believe capitalism is a bad thing. It can be bad if they don't regulate it properly. And if you go into the conservative view, it's even worse. It's capitalism didn't do nothing at all. Even when things like this even happen, they deny the destruction of the environment, they deny global warming, etc. So it's very frightening, and then we're looking at this right here. It's right in front of our faces, and even European-style regulation isn't enough to keep capitalism under control. It's very clear that this system, straight up, has to go.
Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.